So students, again I am in front of you and going to talk about in today's class coal and petroleum. It is revision part is going on. So revise. First you read all the contents which I have given previous videos, but today I am just going to revise what are the different component, what are the different things which we are studying here. First, the objective of this chapter to understand about the natural resources. Here we will talk about what is resources, what are the different resources are available and why these resources are there, whether it is man-made resources or natural resources. We will discuss these things. Also, if these resources are there, then what are the difference resources, natural resources we will discuss about that, and that is called the exhaustible resources, non-exist inexhaustible resources, existable and inexhaustible resources. We will discuss about different exhaustible resources examples. Also we will have some understand about different examples of exhaustible and non-exhaustibles. Also we will discuss about the history of coal. Here we will discuss about history of coal. We also will discuss about what are the different procedure by which we will get the byproducts, and with that which process is used, that is destructive distillation. We will discuss about this. Now the fourth point which we will discuss here, also talk about petroleum, about history, in which we will discuss about different byproduct, the destructive and frictional distillation. Fractional distillation, where also some points of the things what is fossil fuel. These things also we will discuss in this chapter. So here these are the important things which we will discuss in whole this chapter. What are these important points? That is the natural resources. What the important, we have to first understand why the natural resources should be there. If that we also have to understand about the resources, what is resources and why these resources are required, and whether only one the resources are available in only one way, that is only the nature by nature, or it is also there is a availability of the natural man-made resources also available. Now when these resources are basically maybe exhaustible resources or inexhaustible resources, we will discuss these two resources also. Under that resources, the two three components we will discuss in detail, that is first coal, about coal history, how the coals are formed, and what are the process involved to formation of coal and petroleum. We will discuss these things. What are the different products available in coal? We will discuss, and also we will talk about the destructive distillation by which the different byproducts are formed. Now, in similar way, we will talk about the petroleum, how the petroleums are formed, what are the conditions required to formation of petroleums, and what are the process by which the different byproducts we will get from the petroleums, and that process name is uh, frictional distillation. We talk about, prior to that we will talk about the fossil fuel. These are the some important points which we have to understand within this chapter. Now we are going to talk about the natural, first the resources. What is resources? If you have understanding about these points, then you can go through this chapter, and all the chapters can understand in a very short period of time. Otherwise, all the contents, if you are not have in your mind, then you cannot memorize, you cannot get any information related to that chapter. That's why I am talking about second time about this chapter. First, we are going to talk about the resources. When we talk about the resources, resources are basically kind of the things to by which you we utilize to complete these kind of the things which yeah, country utilize these resources for the benefit of economic growth and living life. These thing kind of the things which the country utilize, or country's population utilize for economic growth and living life. Now, these are the maybe since the population is growing, and to complete the demand of that population, the all the resources which is available is not sufficient. What we have to do, we have to made it by themselves, and the resources which is made by themselves, that is called the man-made resources. On the basis of these characteristics, the resources are divided in two parts, that is called the natural resources and man-made resources. Natural resources and man-made resources. Natural resources are like water, air, coal, wood. These are the some natural resources which is available in the nature, which is given by nature. Water is given by nature, air is given by nature, coal is also wood is given by nature. These are the some natural things which is given by nature. That's why it is called the natural resources. And man-made resources like plastics, furnitures, plane. These are the some resources which are made by the man-made. That's why it is called the natural man-made resources. Glass, building. These are the man-made resources. And it is for what? It is for what? To utilize these resources for the development as well as for the living, maintaining living standard. Now, these resources are basically uh, also giving energy. There are some kind of the resources which provide energy. There are some resources which provides energy, and energy can, since this is kind of the things, it is a phenomena which we get from the different resources. Now this energy cannot be created nor destroyed. That means it is whatever the materials, whatever the kind of the things available in that materials, this energy is involved. Now what happened when this energy or we can say when this change from one form to another form, the energy also transferred. That means energy neither create nor destroy. What happened here? Energy can change from one body to another body or one form to another form. One form to another form. Energy can change only in one form to another form change. Now what happened when energy can, and these are the some resources which is the energy giving resources. Coal and petroleum is basically energy giving resources which we utilize to generate the energy. That is, coal and petroleum is energy giving resources, and energy for our life. The energy is used for making food, energy is used by industry, energy is used by household purpose, energy is used for transport, and many more. So these are the resources which is utilized for the to make the energy, and this energy is basically we use in different purpose like food industry, making food industries, household transport the things. These from one place to movement of one place to another place. That's why it is have to be, with that idea, we can understand how much these resources are important for human being as well as for the country. These resources, if you be utilize more and more, or utilization is not bad things, but if it is utilized in excessive, what happened, since these are the natural resources, one day will come when these resources is not available on the earth. And what happened if that resources will not available on the earth, what happened, these cannot be extract again, these cannot be make again, because it may it make to make these kind of the resources, the um, millions years are required. That's why these should be these are the important resources which we have to understand, and also use these kind of resources properly. Now, by this understanding, we are going to start about the what are the natural resources, whether that natural resources are available for a longer period of time, or it cannot be available for a longer period of time. On the basis of the availability of these resources, this natural resources is categorized in two parts. The natural resource is categorized on the basis of limitation of availability. Limitation of availability of these resources are categorized in two parts. One resources that is called exhaustible resources. Exhaustible resources are those resources which can be exhaust. It is limited in quantity. It is limited in quantity. It is limited in quantity like coal, wood, petroleum. When it exists, that means if it is already made, and if that made things are unavailable, more if we utilize these made things which is made by nature, if these things are utilized more and more, what happened, since it is in limited in quantity, what happened, once they finished, that cannot be again regenerated, because to regenerate this kind of the things it requires more time. So it is called the limited in quantity, and the example of this is coal, wood, petroleum. All these things are already in the earth, and if that things are limited, that things are exhausted, and for a period, if you we utilize more and more in excessive amount of these kind of the things are utilizes, then these resources will finished. If once these resources will finish, the they cannot be made again. Now the second resources is inexhaustible resources. Exhaustible and inexhaustible resources. Resources like sun, water, air. These are the inexhaustible. They are not exhausted. They are unlimited quantity. They are unlimited in quantity, like sun, water, airs. These are the kind of the resources which is made by nature in unlimited quantity. They, if anything goes wrong with the nation, with the country, with the world, then that can be only happen when these resources will not available here. That's why it is called unlimited, present in unlimited quantity in the nature. So these are the two categories which we have to understand. If that's resources which is exhaustible resources, that is coal, wood, petroleums. These are the some resources. Inexhaustible resources which is unlimited quantity like sun, water, and air. Now, uh, here we are going to talk about some fossil fuel. Fossil fuel. What happened here when bodies like bodies or substances get buried in the earth for a longer period of time, period of time due to high pressure and temperature, high pressure and temperature, then bodies or substances get converted into fossil fuel, get converted into fossil. Since these fossils are used as a fuel, that's why it is called the fossil fuel. And the process by which these fossil fuels are made, that is called the carbonization. The process by which the fossil fuels are made, that process is known as carbonization. So it is all about today's topic. We will discuss again with continue topic, and we will talk about the history of coal and the destructive distillation process. You sit inside your home with your parents, do all the works. I am again revising all these topics. Study properly, make your notes, and do all the question answers. If any problems are coming, write down in comment box. Also, uh, prepare for your exams. Whenever you will come here, you have a, after 2 3 days after coming here, you have some small test, and you have to pass out. That's why enjoy life with the uh, with your parents. Do proper study. Thank you.